There's a secret weapon being used at the World Cup, and almost nobody's talking about it. It doesn't wear a jersey. It doesn't train. It doesn't even breathe. But it might be the most important player on the pitch. Today, we're breaking down the AI system quietly reshaping football's biggest stage. And once you understand how it works, you'll never watch a World Cup match the same way again. Let's start with a problem every football fan knows, but nobody can solve. Offsides. A player is either on or off. Simple rule. Except it happens in a fraction of a second, at full sprint, across multiple bodies, with human eyes trying to track all of it simultaneously. For decades, linesmen raised flags based on instinct, and they were wrong. A lot. Goals were canceled that shouldn't have been. Goals were given that absolutely shouldn't have been. FIFA knew this was embarrassing, so they went looking for a solution. And they found one in a place nobody expected. Enter semi-automated offside technology. SAOT. This is the AI system FIFA deployed at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, and it is genuinely remarkable. Here's how it works. 12 dedicated cameras are installed around each stadium, not regular broadcast cameras. Dedicated tracking cameras, running at 50 frames per second. That's 50 snapshots of the entire pitch every single second. These cameras are locked on one thing, the players' bodies. Here's where it gets interesting. The AI doesn't just track where players are, it maps them. Every single player on the pitch is assigned 29 individual data points. 29. We're talking ankles, knees, shoulders, hips, elbows, every major joint and limb, tracked in real time, in 3 dimensions. So when a pass is played, the system already knows exactly where every body part of every player is positioned at that precise millisecond of contact. But wait, there's still one more piece to the puzzle. The ball itself. FIFA fitted the official match ball with a dedicated sensor sitting inside it. This sensor transmits data 500 times per second, not 50. 500. The moment a foot makes contact with the ball, the system registers it. The AI then cross-references that exact moment of contact with the 3D body maps of every player in an offside position. No guessing, no interpretation, just geometry. In theory, this sounds like it makes offside calls completely automatic and instant. In practice, it's slightly more complicated than that. A human VAR official still reviews the call before it's confirmed. The AI generates a 3D animation of the decision, that clean, futuristic graphic you've seen on broadcasts showing a frozen frame with skeleton outlines, and the VAR team validates it. But the critical difference is this: the human is no longer making the spatial judgment. The AI already made it. The human is just checking the AI did its job correctly. That shift is enormous, and the speed improvement is staggering. Traditional VAR offside checks were taking an average of 70 seconds, sometimes longer. A stadium full of fans standing in complete confusion, waiting. With SAOT, the average dropped to around 25 seconds. The decision was already made before the replay had even finished airing on television. That's not an upgrade. That's a different era entirely. Now, here's what people aren't asking enough. If the AI is tracking 29 body points per player at 50 frames per second, what happens to all that data after the game? FIFA hasn't been especially forthcoming about this. But we know the data exists. We know it's extraordinarily detailed. Player tracking at this resolution tells you things that go far beyond offside. It tells you about fatigue, injury risk, movement patterns, tactical positioning. That information is extraordinarily valuable to clubs, to broadcasters, to betting markets. The AI was sold to us as an offside tool. But it's also the most sophisticated athlete surveillance system ever built and deployed at scale in sport. And this is only the beginning. FIFA has already signaled that future versions of this technology will expand into other decisions. Handballs, fouls, ball out of play. Every contested call that currently requires a human judgment is now a potential target for automation. The referee, as we know, it is not going away tomorrow. But the referee's job is quietly being redefined, one algorithm at a time. So we started with a simple question. How do you fix offside? And the answer turned out to be cameras, sensors, 29 body points, 500 data transmissions per second, and a machine that sees the game better than any human ever could. The beautiful game is still beautiful. But now it's beautiful, and it's being watched very, very closely. If this blew your mind even a little, hit subscribe, because we're just getting started on how technology is rewriting the rules of sport.